Yo, we're back with another one today. And today I am talking about Mashle and Magic and Muscles, man. So Mashle is about a boy named Mash Burndead that doesn't have any doesn't have any magic or any type of gifted of powers, but he does have super strength, and that's all you fucking need in this show or in this series, to me. But the manga is made by Hajime Komodo, and you can tell this is heavily Harry Potter inspired, and you can see it's definitely One Punch Man and Mob Psycho inspired as well when you really look at it. So I do have some little bullet points and notes I really wanted to say. This manga actually makes me fucking laugh. I was actually crying laughing at some of the scenes. There are so many like panels in here that just makes me laugh because it's just it was just stupid, bro. They would just do the stupidest shit in this thing. Like after Mashle would beat somebody, he'd start dancing, and I just found it hilarious because I'm like, why are you dancing? And like they would just do the most random shit. Another thing is, I don't know if y'all noticed this, but this author must really love long fingers, because when people were getting flicked off in this show or in this manga, people had the longest fingers ever. I swear I've seen so many characters with long ass fingers and long ass legs. Like their legs weren't even buff. They were just fucking like skinny as hell. I swear it was, bro. I swear their legs were like they always had really long and skinny legs, and I was like, why is it drawn like this? So when I got into this, I think Mash is really a hilarious character because it just feels like he's I don't want to say a Saitama clone, because I feel like their characters are a little bit more different in a sense. Mashle seems like he doesn't show emotion, but you can tell he really appreciates his friends and what he has. He appreciates his pops and what he really like has as a whole, because he didn't get the experience like a normal childhood growing up, since he's basically an outcast to society. And I really do love his group of friends: Finn, Lance, Dot, Lemon, you know, the gang. And I'm telling you right now, if you think any of them are normal, they are not. Well, I mean, Finn is basically normal to me. Finn is the most normal person in this group. Dot tried to say he was. That was cap. Immediately cap. Dot was not. Dot is probably the least. I don't know. I'm not gonna lie. That whole entire crew is crazy. Finn is the most normal one. I don't know who I'd rank second as the most normal person in that fucking group. I go Lance. So the things I really love about the series is Mash battle IQ. He is so insane, and I love when they explain how he's like how Finn would see all the fucking tricks of how he's doing it, and it would be so crazy. Like when he threw that broom, and like he caught up to it, and he started spinning, or I think he started spinning his legs and flying his legs in the air. I was like, this shit makes no fucking sense, but it was just funny to me, and I really loved that. I love Dot and Mash's dynamic. Those two are hilarious together. No matter what they do, I feel like Dot and Mash are such a funny duo, and I really love them two together as well. I think Mash has good chemistry with all his friends, and I really love. I mean, besides Lemon, Lemon seemed more obsessed than anything, but everybody else, I feel like they really had good chemistry when it came to that. Okay, let's get to some of the negative points I had about this. I feel like the ending was dragging a bit too much, man. I'm not gonna lie to you. I feel like I felt like the chapters where they all was fighting and they were winning was so good. And then it kind of got weird when they fought the blind dude. I felt like that was good because Mash appeared. And then I felt like when Mash was finna fight Innocent Zero, that's when it started getting a little iffy for me. I just felt like it was dragging a bit too much for me. And I was just like, I don't know, man. Another thing I didn't like is how they kept adding too many characters. It got to a point where I'm like, this manga wasn't long enough for me to serenade with all these characters. You had that one dude with the baby doll. I don't remember his name. I remember Abyss because Abyss has an easy name to remember, and he had that eye. You had that one dude that I don't know if he's a dude or a girl. We'll just call him they them. they and they and them. And then there was like a whole bunch of Mashle's brothers that got added in the end. I felt like they were doing too much, and it felt like it was too hard for my mind to comprehend, bro. Please let me know if you felt the same way or you felt different. Just let me know, because I feel like I was so damn confused. I'm like, okay, so are we going here with the story, or are we doing this with the story? And it felt like it was just too long. So I tend to notice that a lot of characters have different backstories and why they perceive people with no magic as like lesser than. I think it's because that's all they were taught. But I ain't gonna lie, I'm glad. I thought they was gonna do it with Innocent Zero, but that shit had me cracking up when they said, "Oh yeah, get the fuck out of here with that." he was finna give him a sad backstory. They said, "Nah, bro, you ain't getting that shit." And Mashle broke the fourth wall and told him that this series was actually nuts, because Mashle moved the whole fucking country across and had the thing shoot it had the little thing shoot it in the water, and I was like, what the fuck is going on? That shit had me cracking up. When it came to the ending, I liked it, but I didn't at the same time. I felt like it should have ended after Mashle fought his blind brother, because I felt like that was a good way to end it, even though it was hilarious as hell when he was dancing after he beat his ass. But it was just so cool to see some shit like that. And he wasn't even going to his fullest potential at that either. And I'm thinking like, okay, this series I'm liking it. But there was like too much. Like I said earlier, when them rivals came. So I don't know if I said it earlier, but when it was getting close to the ending, all the former like rivals that became friends just appeared out of nowhere. And I'm like, what the fuck is happening? And I'm like, where y'all been at these past like 30 or so chapters? They were just gone. And then they stopped one of Innocent Zero's moves, which I felt like that was the biggest plot armor bullshit I've ever seen. But besides that point, I'm thinking like, what the fuck is going on when I'm watching this? And it was throwing me the fuck off. And I didn't understand it at all. So I feel like that was a bad part. Another part I didn't really like about the ending was, I feel like all the Innocent Zero stuff was just kind of man. It feel like I've seen it so many times when I'm reading manga, and maybe this is my fault, but this villain did not live up to the hype, bruh. I mean, he was called, but I think he just kind of got his ass whooped by Gags, and that's funny to me. But it was just so random to me, bruh. I thought he was gonna be way more hyped than what he was, but he kind of just fell down for me. I'm really glad though that Mashle was able to live his life in peace at the end, and start up his cream puff factory or whatever, or become a bakery. I really liked that, and I really thoroughly enjoyed that part of it. I feel like that was one of my favorite parts. It was such a cool ending. I just felt like some of the stuff before that was kind of a little iffy for me. But other than that, y'all, I had a great time reading the series. Fun series. Gonna be on to something next. All right. Other than that, love y'all. Bye.